So when we talk about globalization that we witness today, then it certainly does not mean that it has been given by any one nation. Globalization of today is our international heritage. It is global heritage. And from Chinese civilization to Muslim civilization, from Muslim civilization to Greek and modern Western civilization, each civilization contributed in this journey of globalization. ठीक? But as Paul Kennedy says in his Rise and Fall of Great Powers, that 1501 is considered as one of the watershed movement in human history. That progress after 1501 belongs to West. No other civilization contributed in the progress of mankind after 1501. Since all the aspects of globalization that we witness in 21st century, in 2018, they have been given by the West. So usually when we talk about globalization, then we think that it belongs to West and it has been given by West. And West has monopoly over globalization and forces of globalization. So from 1453, अभी आप हमने 2018 पे आना है. अब आपका मेरे साथ इसमें आप स्लिप कर जाएंगे तो आप समझ नहीं पाएंगे कि दैट हाउ इट टर्न्ड ऑन वेस्ट. ठीक. From 1453, when it was the beginning of the age of enlightenment and renaissance, and then from 1492 age of discoveries, Vasco da Gama, and 1498 Columbus, it was also the beginning of globalization. Mankind started discovering different parts of this planet, and over the period of time, they started colonizing these different parts of the planets. Since they belong to superior civilization in terms of their technology, in terms of their transportation, in terms of their movement, in terms of their way of living, they started colonizing all those lands. Over the period of time, they colonized Central America, they colonized Latin America, North America, and this is the reason that 1599, 24th September, 8 people from East India Company met with Queen Elizabeth, and said that we need a charter for trade to India subcontinent. And charter was not granted, because at that time Great Britain was fighting with France, and they thought that there may be the prospects of peace with France, but at that time France was already present in subcontinent, so Great Britain at that time did not take this risk that we should intervene into subcontinent in the presence of France. So charter was not granted. But 31st December, the last day, charter was granted, because the peace could not be made between Great Britain and France. So, as an outcome of this charter, Red Dragon named ship moved from Great Britain and reached subcontinent in 1608. There were only 800 men, and over the period of time, that ship was containing 800 men. Till 1757, they created an empire. Reason, in these 200 years, from 1501 till 1757, it was not only the age of enlightenment, it was also the emergence of science and reason. And along with that, it was also the beginning of industrial revolution. So everything started from the West, reason, enlightenment, and then science. So along with conquering these lands, colonizing these lands, they also captured resources of these lands. When they capture resources of these lands, then they need certain economic doctrines. जब उनके पास रिसोर्सेज इतनी abundance में आ गए, Then Adam Smith came with his theory, laissez-faire, free trade, market